Hello guys, trust you guys are doing fine, trust you guys are doing well all this while. Welcome back to our channel. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. We have a whole lot of things in box for you. So again, today we want to welcome you in another edition of what's up is what is happening right around the world. Okay, quick one. We are going to be discussing what was the game plan of the Hamas before they invaded Israel. What exactly was their game plan? Did they have a plan at all in the first place? And this is what we're going to be discussing today on Rembent to Toka for Adachi. Okay, the first question I really want to ask is, what was the Hamas game plan? We see everybody on the internet supporting either Palestine or the Israels. Everybody have a side where they actually belong to. But I thought before the Palestinians invaded Israel, what exactly was their game plan? What was their game plan to feed the citizens? What was their game plan to win these people that are actually going ahead to fight, to bomb? What exactly was their game plan? I have searched, and honestly, if everyone will be truthful to themselves, there was no game plan. It was just to kill as so many Jews as they can at that particular day, and there was no extending of plan, no plans to protect its citizens, no plans for the citizens to have water, no plans for the citizens to have food. It was just to go ahead and bomb the Israelites. Everybody knows that before you start a war, before every country starts a war, they have to draw a map and say, okay, this 100 army will actually go to this place, 200 will have to go to this place. It has to be planned. But I have seen the Hamas have exactly no game plan in this. There's no need of us lying to ourselves. Hamas have no game plan. There was no plans to protect the citizens. They encouraged the citizens to actually stay in Hamas. Around last week, Israel said to every single person living in Gaza Strip to vacate for them to be able to fish out the people that bombed Israel. And what did the leader of this Hamas say? That nobody is leaving Hamas. So there is no plan to protect these individuals. There is no plan for them to have the essential things they actually need during this war. I think, honestly, part of the game plan of the Palestinians is to bomb Israel, and after bombing Israel, for them to go back and start seeking pity from the world. Because I think that before someone goes ahead to bomb someone's territory, to remove someone's a bracket, the person should actually have a backup. The person should actually have a strength to be able to back up himself every single time. So when Israel made this demand and said every single individual should leave, let them have this hand-to-hand, face-to-face challenge with the Hamas, the people who started this war, they said no, our civilians are not leaving. They are not going anywhere. They are staying back at the Hamas, at the Gaza Strip. So these people want to hide at the back of the civilians, at the back of the individuals living in Hamas. There is no plan of what these people will eat, of what the water these people will actually drink. There is just no plans. It is just to protect the people who are bombing Israel. It is just to kill as much Jews that they can actually kill. If they have plans for these individuals, if they have plans for the citizens living in their surrounding, they will actually go ahead and protect them and have this face-to-face challenge with the Israelis. That is exactly what I think. So one other thing I really want to speak of is, why is it that people who lead this Hamas do not live in Gaza Strip? They don't live in Gaza Strip. I'm talking about Ismail Haniyeh, the chairman of the Hamas politics. Why is it that he doesn't stay in Hamas where these bombing are? Where is it that he encourages the individuals to stay back in Hamas, but yet he lives in Turkey, he travels in Turkey, from Turkey to Qatar? This is exactly where the region he's exactly at, always. He doesn't live in Hamas, but he encourages individuals to stay back at Hamas and be bombed at Hamas. And later, the Israelis will be blamed for bombing those people, when they were actually targeting the people who actually bombed and killed up to 700 individuals in a party, killed kids, killed grandmothers in a particular bombing. So that is exactly, I really do not understand what is the Hamas game plan. But the fact, the ones I can actually understand is they bombed Israel and went back and started seeking pity from the entire world. But in all of this, I believe that civilians are dying. I believe that a ceasefire is the solution to whatsoever is happening between the Hamas and the Israelites. I believe that a ceasefire is the best option at this time because people are dying. Everybody knows that the Hamas are not completely protected. People living at the Gaza Strip are not completely protected. And Egypt have actually refused to open the border for these people to enter into their country. And their leaders are saying you have to stay back at Hamas and be bombed and be killed so that your pictures will spread throughout the world, your pictures will spread, and people will actually know that Israelites, that the Israels are actually the bad guys. Hey, I think that is exactly what they are saying, but I believe that people's lives are worth more than power, are worth more than every other thing we can actually speak of. So I think the best thing is to cease this fire and allow people who live at Gaza Strip to live, and for people who live at the Israel to actually live. I believe that citizens are dying at the Hamas and at Israel too. So I believe that a ceasefire is the best for this conflict to actually be resolved. I believe that Israel should stay back at their territory, and for Gaza too to stay back at their own territory. That is exactly what I believe, because people's lives are actually very, very precious.